The 15 words that you must know. If you know these 15 words, you can speak fluent English, and once you know them, you're able to speak them. Your English is amazing, so practice all these 15 words with me. Now, I have homework for all of you. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of learning English, improving your English, and speaking skills. Well, today's lesson is going to be another awesome lesson because today I'm going to tell you about these 15 words that you must know to speak fluent English. So, if you know these words, if you know them, your English will become amazing, and you will be able to speak fluent English. Why? Because we need words to speak in English. Now, today I have included such words which are used in a lot of spoken English. These words are not such words where you're just learning them, and they are used only in written English or highly formal English. No, these words are something that is a part of your advanced English, yet they are used in everyday conversations, and they're used a lot in day-to-day life. So these words will make you speak fluent English. Are you all ready for this? I'm Connor, your certified English language teacher, computer certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the lessons that I post for you on this channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Okay, now coming back to today's lesson, let's get started with these awesome 15 words. 15 essential words that you must know, and if you know them, your English will become amazing, and you will speak fluent English. So, let us begin with all the 15 words. Let's get started. Word number 1. Listen carefully, everybody. It's rosy. Rosy. Now, you must think rosy is a very easy word. That's kind of a shade of a color, the pinkish shade, pinkish hue. Well, that's true. That is true. But do you know rosy has another meaning? Let me tell you the sentence, because we are going to learn everything with context. The purpose of today's lesson is to learn this vocabulary with context, because only then you'll be able to speak it. So, the sentence is, the prospect to sign this deal seems rosy. That means, if a situation is rosy, if something is rosy, that means it's indicating success or happiness, something that is going to be hopeful in a positive way. So, a rosy situation means a successful situation, a situation that will bring success, happiness, full of promises, a promising situation. Rosy is a very positive word, and it is used to describe a situation, a positive situation. So, if a situation is positive, you say, that's a rosy situation, or you can also say that you felt rosy, right? Right? You can also describe it as a feeling, but most of the time this is described as a situation. For example, another example sentence could be, the financial condition of the company is rosy. We got a rosy opportunity to go and watch the match. Our day was rosy as we went out for a movie. So rosy. Okay, so now it's your turn. You have to make sentences on your own. Till then, let's move on to the next word. Now, the word number 2. Listen. Everybody, listen carefully first. It's contemplate. Contemplate. You can repeat now. Repeat. Contemplate. Contemplate. Now contemplate. Let's look at the sentence first. He contemplated the situation before giving any answer. He contemplated the situation before giving any answer. So, contemplate is basically to think about something, think deeply about something. Thinking for a very long time or thinking too deeply about something is contemplate, right? Contemplate. Often people contemplate before taking a decision, and people contemplate when they are analyzing a situation. That means they're thinking too deeply about a situation. For example, another sentence can be, she contemplates her future too often. That means she constantly thinks too deeply about her future all the time. I think that happens with all the teenagers and everyone who's growing up. I think normally that happens with people, right? So, a word with context. To contemplate a situation. That is, to think too deeply about a situation or think too deeply about something for a very long time. Thinking about something for a long time. So being very thoughtful in your decision or something. Contemplate. Number 3. Word number 3 is listen. Everybody. Delusion. Delusion. Now repeat for pronunciation. Delusion. Once again, delusion. That's absolutely amazing. Now delusion. I think that is something you're familiar with. We hear it a lot. You need to come out of your delusion and accept the reality. You need to come out of your delusion and accept the reality. So, delusion is basically a situation that we have created in our mind which is not real. It's fake. So, delusion can be anything. When you know about the facts, specifically when you know about the facts, you have an idea that this could be false. Still, you are believing those false things. That's delusion. That people are living in a delusion. So that is like, if a person knows that the prospect of that person getting promoted is kind of non-existent, like there are not many chances because there are other contenders who performed better, yet still this person is thinking, no, I will get promoted, even after knowing that the other contenders performed better. They are not accepting the reality and are living in this delusion that I'm going to get promoted. That is kind of delusion. You know the facts, yet you want to live in that fantasy or the fake world that you have created. That is delusion. So yeah, you use this word now correctly. That is delusion. Another sentence could be, he's being delusional to think that he will get promoted. He is being delusional to think that he will get promoted. So delusional is basically an adjective you're using, and delusion is the noun. Same word, but different versions. So we know that we can use a word in many ways. Delusion, delusional. When you don't want to accept reality, that is the word. Now, word number 4. Listen carefully, everybody. Blemish. Repeat after me. Blemish. Yes. Once again, blemish. Excellent. Now, blemish. For that, you need to hear the sentence. There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. Now, blemish on a white dress means a mark or a spot. So, blemish is basically to spoil an appearance by a spot or a mark, and that spoils the appearance of something. A blemish can be the spot of ink on the white dress. It can be the spot of something you eat that might have fallen down. So, There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. It was not spoiled, without any mark or spot. Blemish is like a spot in the appearance. Blemish is also used for situations. For example, a particular situation is spoiled by a particular action. You can say it's blemished. It means everything was so good, everything was going so well, and then something happened that was a blemish in the whole event or situation. For example, everything is going well. You might be taking a decision for a project, and suddenly one of the team members who is performing really well and giving ideas is replaced by somebody else. You still have the project, and everything is going well, but because that one person was replaced, you were not able to meet the deadline. That means the changing of the team member was a blemish, as the team missed the due date for the project. So that is how you're forming sentences for the word blemish. It's a word that you can use anytime you want to refer to a situation. Or, if you want to talk about appearance, like clothes, use the word blemish. Word number 5. Word number 5. Listen carefully, everybody. And that is fiasco. Fiasco. Now, fiasco. This word is kind of popular these days. When you speak English, you'll hear it a lot in spoken English. Repeat after me. Fiasco. Fiasco. Okay, what is the meaning of fiasco? Let's listen to the sentence first. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. So, fiasco is basically a kind of disaster, not a natural disaster, obviously. A disaster that means a very bad situation, something that ends up in a bad way or not as expected. You can say it's kind of a mess. You know when you want to say, this situation is such a mess, we're not able to understand what's happening? That is a fiasco. A complete failure, a disaster of a situation. For example, the whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. Maybe because people were not able to take a decision, or there were so many conflicting ideas that the meeting ended up in an argument and no result. That means it's a fiasco, right? A complete failure, a disaster of a situation. It's used a lot in business English. It's used a lot to describe a situation, anything that is happening, and you want to describe it. Use the word fiasco. Fiasco is always used in reference to a situation, a particular situation or a particular happening. Another example could be, the party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. The party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. So, fiasco is like everything was going great, and then suddenly, everything went downhill. Everything was a mess. That is fiasco. Next word. Word number 6. Word number 6. Listen carefully, everybody. It's an easy word, root. Now, root is very easy. It's simple. A root is basically the base of any plant, right? The long roots that go inside the land, the soil, and that help a plant grow. Yeah, that is the meaning of root. But root has another meaning in conversational English. Root also means the cause of something, specifically the cause of any problematic situation, the cause of any problem. It explains why something is happening. There is also a particular phrase known as root cause. Root is basically when you want to find out what has actually led to a particular situation, the beginning of something, where everything began from, or what was the cause or reason. That is root. For example, we need to find the root cause of the delay immediately. Let's organize a meeting to discuss the root of this particular issue. So, the root of the issue means the cause of the issue. What is causing this particular issue? Root cause is a phrase we use a lot. Root means the base or the cause of a particular issue, situation, or problem. Word number 7. Listen carefully, everybody. Word number 7 is exaggerate. Exaggerate. Now repeat after me. Exaggerate. Remember, there is a double G in the spelling, but we do not say the G sound. Exaggerate. What is exaggerate? Do not exaggerate the situation by adding unnecessary details. Exaggerate means to make something seem larger than reality, kind of magnify the thing. For example, you bought something, and you're going to exaggerate the price of that particular thing, saying, I bought it for this much, or I bought it from this exclusive place. That is exaggerating the matter. You attend an event and share details about it that are not true. That's exaggerating. It means you're adding something beyond the reality. For example, you stayed in a 3-star hotel on your vacation, but you tell everyone you stayed in a 5-star hotel. That's exaggerating the truth. Another example could be, stop exaggerating about the party you attended, or stop exaggerating the details of this project. Exaggerate means to add details and make things seem more magnificent than they actually are. Word number 8. Word number 8 is euphoria. Repeat after me. Euphoria. Once again, euphoria. Euphoria. The team felt a sense of euphoria after winning the match. Euphoria means to feel extremely happy about something. A sense of happiness, achievement, or excitement arising from a particular situation. For example, the students were euphoric to know their results. Or, my friend was caught up in euphoria after getting admission into her dream college. Euphoria is the feeling of extreme happiness you experience because of achieving something great. It comes from moments of greatness. For example, winning a match, getting admission to your dream college, or receiving excellent results after an exam. All of these situations can be described as euphoric, where you feel like you're on top of the world. Word number 9. Word number 9 is futile. Now repeat after me. Futile, futile. All her efforts to make the project were futile as it rained heavily the next day. Futile means useless. Futile means that whatever you've done is useless, not of any use, and kind of went in vain, efforts that serve no purpose. For example, your efforts for this project will become futile if you do not add more members to your team. Or, if you don't submit this assignment by the deadline, your assignment will become futile. This means the assignment will be useless because the teacher might not accept it after the due date. Futile refers to something that has become useless or a situation that is purposeless. Word number 10. Word number 10 is inevitable. Repeat after me. Inevitable. Inevitable. The appointment of the new CEO was an inevitable decision. Inevitable means something that you cannot avoid at any cost, something that is bound to happen. For example, some things in life are inevitable. Some things are bound to happen, and you have no control over them. Inevitable. Inevitable describes something that cannot be stopped or avoided. It is bound to happen. Often we use it for situations where we know the outcome is certain or unavoidable. For example, the appointment of a new CEO was an inevitable decision. This could be due to the retirement of the current CEO or a pressing need for change. Working extra hours is inevitable if we are going to take up this project. Here, it is clear from the beginning that additional effort will be required. Inevitable applies to events, decisions, or outcomes that are required or unavoidable regardless of the circumstances. Charisma. Charisma refers to the power to influence or attract people in a positive way. It's a trait often found in great leaders or influential personalities. For example, there's a charisma in the way she talks. This means her manner of speaking draws people to her. He has such a charismatic personality. This describes someone who naturally inspires or influences others. Charismatic individuals possess an undeniable charm, making others want to listen to them or follow their lead. For instance, many world leaders or successful entrepreneurs are described as having charismatic personalities, which contribute to their ability to lead or create significant change. Lure means to attract someone into doing something by offering them something appealing in return. It can also refer to the charm or appeal of a place or object. For example, she was lured into accepting the job due to a high salary package. Here, the attractive offer of a high salary convinced her to take the job. They launched a new advertisement campaign to lure customers. Advertisements often act as a lure, offering promises, like soft skin, glowing skin, or other benefits, to attract consumers. Lure can also describe the charm of a place, as in, the lure of the city lies in its green forests. This highlights the city's natural beauty as its main attraction. A practical example of lure is how advertisements work, especially for children. A child might see a toy commercial and feel irresistibly drawn to it, persuading their parents to buy it. This kind of attraction or persuasion, often by offering something desirable, is what lure encapsulates. Word number 13. Listen carefully, everybody. The word is wary. Repeat after me. Wary, wary. Now, this is not very, as in very much. No, it's wary with W-A-R-Y, as you can see. What is the meaning? Let me give you an example sentence for that. She was wary of traveling by public transport at night. Wary means to be cautious about something, like avoiding it, being aware, or protecting yourself from it. For example, she's wary of approaching new people in the town. This could describe a person who has just moved to a new town, maybe for a job, and feels cautious about approaching others because they don't know how people might react. Wary can also mean you don't completely trust a situation or a person. For example, you should be wary of strangers who offer you something to eat. This is a kind of proverb or advice often given to children for their safety. Being wary means being cautious or skeptical about something or someone. Word number 14. Listen, everybody. The word is vibrant. Repeat after me. Vibrant, vibrant. The painting was full of vibrant colors. Vibrant means bright and full of life. It can also refer to being full of excitement, energy, or enthusiasm. For example, look at the vibrant flowers spread over the garden. The flowers are full of life, colorful, and beautiful. She has such a vibrant personality. This describes someone full of energy, positivity, and enthusiasm. Vibrant applies to situations, personalities, or objects that are lively, energetic, or colorful. Word number 15. The word is enigmatic. Listen carefully. Repeat after me. Enigmatic, enigmatic. We participated in a treasure hunt, which was an enigmatic experience for us. He has an enigmatic personality. She's kind of an enigma to everybody. Enigmatic means mysterious, something or someone with an aura of mystery. For example, introverts with great personalities are often considered enigmatic because they keep to themselves but still exude intrigue. The novel is full of enigmatic situations where you want to know what's going to happen next. The character of Edward Rochester in Jane Eyre is shown as having an enigmatic personality, full of mystery and complexity. Enigmatic refers to anything that feels mysterious or puzzling. These were all the 15 words you must know to speak fluent English. Practice these words and create 2 sentences for each as homework to solidify your learning. Keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, take care everyone, and bye. Now let's talk with AI partner. You need to click on Start Speaking. Hello? So let's listen to the question first. How interested are you in learning about what people do in their day-to-day life in other countries? Oops, the timer is up. Hello everybody, how are you all? Well, are you ready for your AI English speaking partner? Today, I have an app recommendation for you, an AI-powered robot that is going to speak with you in English. You can use this particular AI to improve your English significantly. It is free of cost and easy to access, a trusted AI that will be your own English-speaking partner. I'm Connor, your CELA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. You're watching 24/7 English. Before beginning, please subscribe to this channel because you'll get all the video lessons related to English here. Also, like the video and share it with your friends. Coming back to today's lesson, it's about the AI-powered robot that will speak with you in English. This is basically an app, an AI designed by the University of Cambridge. Since it's designed by Cambridge University itself, it is a very trusted AI model through which you can improve your English and have a conversation partner for yourself. Now, I know this is a big dilemma for everybody. You don't get a partner to practice speaking English with. So, what to do? How to practice your English speaking skills for a conversation. This app is going to solve that problem. Yes, this particular AI talks to you in English. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a short demo on how to access it, how to use it, and what all features it offers. Are you ready to witness it? Let's begin. You'll see everything related to the demo on the left-hand side of your screen. The name of the website we are going to use today is Speak and Improve. Yes, it is a website, not an app. This AI is available openly on a website, which is completely easy to access. You don't have to download anything. and you don't need to make an account. It's a totally account-free website. That's the great part. You just have to open the website, click on the AI model, and start speaking. Let's check it out. Simply type "Speak and Improve" into your browser. You'll find the website right here. The recognition point of this website is its symbol. It's not written, just represented in the form of a symbol. Click on it. As you can see, there are speaking questions, history, and website terms of use available here. There are lots of speaking tasks on this website. Now, let's move further and open it. If Cambridge English isn't displayed at the top of the website, then you're on the wrong website. When you see Cambridge English at the top, you know you've landed on the correct and trusted website. This is a research project developed by Cambridge University for all English learners across the world. It helps improve English-speaking practice tasks and teaching techniques. The AI collects feedback from users to help researchers develop better teaching methods. At the same time, the AI provides feedback to students to help them improve. As you can see, it says, "Practice speaking English with me. Get your grade and improve it." So, you're not only practicing English speaking with this AI, but you're also getting grades and improving your English. That's a very important feature. Now here's the button. Start speaking. Before you start speaking, let's explore further. I would like to highlight a few things for you so that you have clear points in your mind about what you're going to speak and how you can use this tool in a better way. You're going to talk to the speech robot, and the name of this robot is Sandy. Sandy will ask you some questions, and you will get a timer to answer each question. There are a total of 8 questions. For the first 4 questions, you'll get 10 seconds to answer. But for the later questions, you'll get 20 seconds, because, as you progress, the difficulty of the questions increases. Sandy will grade you based on your speaking. If you find any question difficult, you can try it again. You can answer each question as many times as you want. CEVR scale. Another thing I want to highlight is the CEVR scale. This AI will evaluate your English speaking level, whether you're at A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, or C2. Since this AI is designed by Cambridge English, it grades you according to Cambridge's CEFR pattern. Getting started. Let's start. You need to click on the Start Speaking button. Hello, hello. This step ensures that the AI can hear you. Hi, Sandy. Hi there. Now let's talk with Sandy today. Different levels and parts. There are different parts of the test, and each part has 8 questions. You'll get plenty of speaking opportunities. The levels progress from easy to difficult, so you'll gradually advance in complexity. Let's begin with Part 1. Example. Question. What's your name? You can listen to the question again by clicking the replay button. What's your name? Now click on the Start Speaking button to record your answer. Hi, Sandy. Hi there. My name is Connor, and sometimes people call me Shivangi Mom too. Once your answer is recorded, you can listen to it. Hi, Sandy. Hi there. My name is Connor, and sometimes people call me Shivangi Ma'am too. You can check your answer for mistakes and see if you're satisfied. If not, click Try Again to record your response again. Moving to more difficult questions. Let's take a difficult question to show you how it works. For the sake of this demo, I'm skipping the earlier questions. However, in the actual test, You won't be able to skip any questions. Question 5. How interested are you in learning about other countries? Let's answer this question. I'm very interested in learning about other countries. The word culture fascinates me. As a literature enthusiast, I've always loved exploring different cultures, cuisines, festivals, lifestyles, and more. I'm particularly curious about the day-to-day lives of people in other countries. Oops, the timer ran out. It seems the last part wasn't recorded. I had so much more to say. If you want to say more or feel unsatisfied with your answer, simply click the Try Again button and start over. I love learning about other countries and their cultures. It feels like traveling the world and connecting with different people. I'm especially intrigued by their festivals, heritage, lifestyles, and cuisines. It's such a joy to learn about the world through these lenses. Endless opportunities. You can try again and record yourself as many times as you want. You'll have plenty of opportunities to answer each question. At the end of these 8 questions, you can press the next button to proceed further. At the end of the 8th question, you'll receive another one. After completing the set, this AI will process your information and grade you. It will determine your level, whether you are at B1, B2, C1, or C2. Once your level is assessed, you can move on to the next part, which will be more challenging. The next part will include longer and more complex questions, providing you with a greater challenge. This process gives you the opportunity to practice speaking English and having meaningful conversations. So, take up this question and answer series with Speak and Improve to enhance your English speaking skills. I hope you enjoyed learning about Sandy, the AI robot designed to help you practice English. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take care and bye.